Welcome back to our channel. If your birthday on this day, kindly comment your name, year of birth and country of birth. If you like our work, give like and subscribe our channel. Check description to see about our offers and new announcement. Here we see truth about birthday on this day. 25. In the event that you were brought into the world on the 25th day of the month, there is an otherworldly side to your tendency which you will generally speaking express just to your nearest relates. You have fairly a philosophical disposition and may turn out to be despairing when you feel that things haven't turned out in support of yourself, especially while thinking about your own connections. You would be appropriate to a part as a guide, instructor or healer. You will for the most part be of a decent stature and have a wheatish composition. You will have an exceptionally decided resolution. You are for the most part over delicate and get injured in your emotions without any problem. You can endure even the littlest sufferings. You don't tune in to other people and deny their assessment. You do everything according to your desire. You have a particular force through which individuals are typically pulled in towards you. You have a good look. In the event that you discover the goings in support of yourself and as indicated by you, you complete even the most troublesome positions without any problem. In any case, in the event that you are tense and stressed by anything, you envision that things are more genuine than they really are. You are a calm individual. You are extremely touchy and may once in a while blow up rapidly. You ordinarily don't advise your issues to anyone. You generally need to explore new territory. You are exceptionally loving towards your family and are continually pursuing for their advancement. You may see many high points and low points in your day-to-day existence. You are generally excellent in business. You get irritated without any problem. You will promptly accept the individuals who value you. You like to travel a great deal and read books worried distant grounds and nations. You will have a wide information on the things around you and of the world. You are consistently on edge about your future. Well-being insightful. You may experience the ill effects of stoppage, acid reflux and skin infections. You will consistently perspire a ton. Having green leaves like lettuce and cabbages will end up being useful. It will help if live close by greenery. You have an awesome memory. You are straightforward and unwavering. You are a specialist in the craft of correspondence. Despite the fact that you have an awesome information, you may now and again not have the option to utilize it in your works. You like to lead your life freely. You are a unique and pleasant individual. You have a sound, judicious brain and sharp knowledge. You are intelligent and scholarly in your way to deal with life. Simultaneously, you have fine instinct, which, in the event that you can tune into, will control you well through life. You are fit for exploring and investigating subjects profoundly. Your insightful abilities constrain you to abstain from fully trusting anything. This is the place where you are at your best, utilizing your keenness to uncover realities and data to profoundly comprehend the current matter, and afterward settle on quality choices. You would passage well in technical studies, educating, theory, mysticism, and brain research. Your test is that while you are utilizing your brain to investigate life's issues, you should not disregard the heart. You can turn out to be effectively imbalanced for the savvy person, which can make you reserved, basic, and, best case scenario, critical. Try not to allow your astuteness to lead your life to the point that it clouds the key human characteristics of getting, sympathy, and love. You like to work alone and set your own tone. You will in general completion projects once began. You may have creative ability, particularly in form. You are touchy and feel profoundly, yet you don't share your sentiments effectively and don't convey them well. Endeavor to create and keep up profound and significant connections. Figure out how to share your feelings and more profound musings about existence. Trust is the way into your enthusiastic joy. Reasonable, creative, curious individual. You are pulled into numerous regions of movement that require high learned capacities. You have the adaptability of reasoning, the hardness of the soul, the capacity to kill indefinite quality. You are an individual continually endeavoring to appreciate new information and discover answers to beforehand insoluble puzzles. Your exceptional capacities will track down a splendid use in the exercises of a researcher or instructor. Refer to the number of sacred numbers is a symbol of mystery and knowledge. It has long been thought that the number 7 implies the basis of the whole evolution. It was the 7 spirits who were entrusted by God with authority over the elements from which all animals and plants were later created. Man who owns the number of souls 7, creative person, albeit with some strange things. Well-developed intuition, the ability to analyze, rich imagination and vivid imagination are characteristic features of such people. The picture of a chilly, shut and sagacious loner is more frequently a matter of interest than dismissal. Encompassing naturally feel the presence behind this severe veneer of an honorable soul and a high brain. The refinement of the appearance and way of correspondence finishes the picture. It's difficult to keep up associations with individuals under this sign, particularly if the accomplice is the specific inverse. They are loyal and compulsory to their picked one, they support the home, they are dependable, persevering, they esteem regular interests with the other half. You are a steady, innovative individual with a wonderful soul and with specific peculiarities. The proprietor of a scientific brain, splendid creative mind and an extremely evolved instinct. With the quantity of births of 7, individuals are regularly brought into the world slanted later on to become performers, authors, specialists, rationalists, artists or essayists. Neptune? Since this planet is interconnected with the Moon, at that point individuals of Neptune orchestrate well with individuals of the subsequent sword. Generally they are thoughtfully disapproved or strictly, they are recognized by a consistent character. Frequently they have a problematic monetary circumstance, since cash dissolves in their grasp like snow. They have incredible musings, yet they once in a while carry it as far as possible. They are inclined to betting. These are inconspicuous, profoundly delicate qualities, forgiving and touchy to the temperament of others. They barely decide, for the most part truly frail with delicate expansion, don't acknowledge squabbles and clashes. Frequently they are utilized in friendly administrations, regularly melodic, with their entire being they feel for each one of the individuals who endure. Great innovative capacity, shiny notion of the world, optimism are characterizing those human beings. They are rational and nostalgic, emotional and energetic. Their minds and senses are running in a great concord. These are humans of motion and ideas. In the first part of their lives, humans of number 25 may additionally enjoy a few problems because of their emotions. Over the years, they broaden a experience of proportion and persistence. They recognize their right aspects so properly, that they take delivery of the ones as something very obvious, and not to waste time trying to affect the others. People of this number recognize very well which values are the maximum essential, and this great is attracting others to them. Their intellectual technique to all problems is painted with the light color of emotions and ardor. If people of number 25 can manage to manipulate themselves, they're attentive, sensitive and perceptive. They always definitely see their desires and try to acquire the favored consequences. Too sturdy, willing for independence is their weak point, and for them it's miles critical to get used to a company subject. The original creativeness, the absence of selfish reasons and appropriately calculated movements are bringing them achievement. Behind their lively and romantic look there may be hidden philosophical, thinking nature. Being a human beings of movement, they are now not prescribing themselves to reflections, they may be constantly seeking to do something, and of their own manner they're making attempts to transform the arena via philosophy, social work, political have an impact on, usually guided with the aid of the best pursuits. Their targets are intended to benefit the others, no longer to reap only a few personal glory. Great sense of dignity is mixed with the real spirit of humanity and true love for people. Thanks to their electricity, enchantment and choice for perfection, The ones born under number 25 can reap lots emotional characteristics. Sexually, they represent a pretty extraordinary mixture. They're drawn to individuals who are healthy, however they have got a strong tendency to romance, which makes them to idealize their items of adoration. Love is born of their minds, if the object has an excellent economic base. Despite the romance, the bad human beings are hardly ever appealing to those with number 25. Physically, they're usually at the common degree. They are not very adventurous and no longer especially in need of intercourse. If they're excited, their power is excessive, and yet they're now and again sexually reserved. Number 25 is a romantic materialist. They are satisfied with the business-oriented humans. They wanted religious pride and wealth within the same basket. They also need to have a person who will correspond to their dreaming nature. Changes are better than calm reflection. It really is their motto. They are often in need of various decorations, one-of-a-kind scenery. People of number 25 are generally devoted by way of nature. They cannot be referred to as insincere or superficial. Their thirst for changes is just a necessity, and this should be considered. However, being soft, they can suppress this tendency for changes, if it is critically required through the only they really of as lengthy as their private relationships are constantly related to business, this or another manner. They are more likely to suppress a choice for change than to cease the relationship. For many people with the birthday number 25, it's miles necessary to control the preference for cash and fabric gain, cultivating a love for art. In maximum cases, the early years in their lives are characterized by adjustments, checking out and one-of-a-kind discoveries. At a later period, they stay peacefully and are usually engaged in charity and philanthropy. You have rational thoughts type. You are analytical and logical and stay like this in any state of affairs that's profitable for you. Your methods through lifestyles are clever and thorough, and you like whilst others follow your example. Also, people can be envious of your instinct, as supported by way of steady common sense it leads you through your journey. Person like you is perfect for technological know-how, learning and studying. You by no means make superficial judgments. Your thoughts works the manner that it desires to look for proofs, so the opinions you have are authoritative most of the time. You simply cannot and do not need to make silly presumptions approximately something, as you decide upon difficult reality over fortunate inspiration. Person like you could reach any field that includes research, technology and choice making. You aren't emotionally beneficent, even though you try to proportion your emotions, but most of the time you cannot shape them into phrases right enough. However, you're very sensitive and your feelings are brilliant and deep. Your shortcomings, your mind frequently prevents you from doing what you really want to do. You are rational, but once in a while you want to offer the irrational part of you a danger. Never ignore the coronary heart. Otherwise you could come to be sharp, lonely, overly essential and mindless. Use your intellect wisely. However, in regions ruled via feelings, let the coronary heart decide.